Good, happy Friday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast here in Belgium, Brussels. Let's begin with your news. First, we start off with this photo of this person in yellow. Who's the woman in yellow? We're gonna go to investigative anchor Ashley B. Ashley B, could you tell us about who that person in yellow is that was in the Belgium Brussels terror attacks? Okay, thank you, Ashley B, for that report. What it would take to stop Trump. Let's go to our chief political reporter, Jake T, with that report. Good evening, Jake. Okay, thank you, Jake, for that report. Top U.S. General. More American troops headed to Iraq. The country's top military officer said Friday that he believes the U.S. will soon increase the number of American troops in Iraq. Will returning Syria fighters strike the United States? The ISIS attacks in Brussels and Paris have raised concerns about the threat pursued by returning Western foreign fighters from the conflict in Syria and Iraq who have been trained by ISIS and other traditional groups there. Pentagon. ISIS finance minister killed. The Pentagon said Friday that it had killed ISIS finance minister Ad al-Rahman al-Qawada, whom many analysts considered the group's number two leader. And now time for some political news. Cruz accuses Trump of planting national equiner story, allegedly affairs. Ted Cruz on Friday accused Donald Trump and his henchmen of planting the seeds behind a garbage National Enquirer report, alleging that the senator Texas has had exterior affairs. Couple accused of threatening juvenile suspected of burglary. A husband and wife from Goffstown were arrested after the couple threatened two juveniles with guns, police said. Standoff in Danbury ends with arrest. One suspect was taken into custody after a domestic situation led to a standoff in Danbury Friday evening. Innis suspended congressional campaign says family business interest comes first. Republican presidential and University of New Hampshire professor Dan Innis abruptly suspended his first district U.S. House campaign on Friday, citing family prioritize and business interest. Company works to restore 18 Cadillacs found in barn. A company is restoring 18 Cadillacs that were found in a barn in Winchester. Couple accused of threatening. Sorry about that. Trump at top of ticket could affect other races. As Donald Trump inches closer to the GOP presidential nomination, some wonder if he will hurt or help other Republicans down the ticket. More on that, our political reporter John Kay has more on that report. Good evening, John Kay. Okay, thank you, John Kay, for that report. Londonderry Laundry Company fined, put on probation for hacking competitors. A Somersworth laundry company that pleaded guilty to downloading a competitor's customer invoice for its own gain has been filed and put on probation. Fast food workers march on behalf of man who died in jail. Activists and co-workers for a young man who died behind bars after he was unavailable to post 100 bail were protesting and demanding answers Friday outside the Hillsborough County House of Corrections. Weekend looking good. A damp and chilly Friday gives way to nice weekend. Dartmouth professor accused of child porn profession pleads guilty. Court documents said that a Dartmouth College professor charged with possession videos containing images of child sex abuse plans to charge his plea. Raid-affiliated Super PAC has spent $1 million attacking a yacht in March alone. The outside spending on the U.S. Senate race continues in a big way. Fire breaks out in Manchester apartment building. Several people were forced from their homes after an early morning apartment building fire in Manchester. Reporter is in making a murder says he still has questions. A television reporter who covered the case in the popular documentary Making a Murder, now lives in New Hampshire and said there are still questions that bother him 10 years later. Our investigative reporter, Bill, has more on this. Good evening, Bill. Okay, thank you, Bill, for that report. The Robins are back and they brought a rewarding to Hollis. Nothing quite confirms spring like the return of the American Robins to fields and yards of New Hampshire. Bretton Woods Beach Party is Saturday. Get out your best island attire and head to Bretton Woods Saturday for the 29th annual beach party. Former Patriots player dies after battling ALS. Former NFL and Alabama football player Kevin Turner has died after battling Lou Gehrig's disease. He was 46. And that does it for my broadcast live here in Brussels, Belgium. I'm Riley King, and that does it for the Riley King Newscast. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Good night, everyone. Bye.